Rick Weaver, Fred Woodson, and Henry Barrow back at the Orange Bowl in Miami. Bob Greasy is out of the hospital in street clothes. He suffered infected left elbow yesterday. The elbow was getting infected from a cut or a scrape, and he was in Mercy Hospital here in Miami last night receiving antibiotic treatment. He is going to be okay, but will not play in tonight's ball game. Incidentally, happy birthday to Joe Robbie and the Dolphins. The Dolphins celebrated their 8th anniversary this past Wednesday, August the 15th, and a big cake on display, not only in Pro Magazine, but up here tonight. Let's set the Dolphins defensively for you, first of all. Denherter, Fernandez, Dunaway, and Stanfield will be the front four. Swift, Bonacani, and Bob Matheson, the linebackers. Foley and Johnson, the cornerbacks. Scott and Anderson, the safeties. For the Bears, Bobby Douglas, the quarterback. He's got Garrett and Harrison as the I-backs in behind him. George Farmer and Earl Thomas are the wide receivers. Craig Cotton, the tight end. The tackles are Randy Jackson and Bob Asher. The guards, Glenn Holloway and Bob Newton, and the center is Rich Cody. Following the 41-yard punt by Seipel, the Bears will start from their 35. Chicago leads on an 18-yard field goal in the first quarter, 3-0. That drive, 54 yards, 8 plays. Mac Percival kicked it, and the elapsed time of that drive was 5 minutes. Dolphins fail to achieve a first down, so Seipel comes in to handle the punting charge, and Ike Hill goes back as a single safety. And to say the Bears' defense has looked great thus far is putting it mildly. Miami has not been able to get across the 50-yard line. Here is the snap, low snap. He gets it out of there in a good rush. Booms a beauty, a long, high spiral. And Hill is going to let it bounce. The ball bounces inside the 5 and goes into the end zone before the coverage can get down on it. So it'll be a touchback. 3rd and 3, Bears from their 27. They lead 3-0. We're in the second quarter. Douglas on the snap. Drops straight back to throw. Swings a screen out. Garrett, 25 to the 30. Fumble! And a loose ball. Who's going to get it to the 35? Still scrambling. It's still loose. And we don't have the official signal. It looks from here like a Miami recovery. They still have it on piled. The Dolphins have come up with a football. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Here's the handoff. Charlie Lee, sweep to the right behind kick, turns the corner. He's got the first down out of bounds on the far side of the field at about the 21-yard line. Charlie Ford, the left cornerback, runs him out. And the Bears will start from their 32-yard line. A short kickoff by Jeff White, the rookie trying to make the Dolphins team as a backup placement specialist and punter. Here's the play fake. Douglas fires in the middle. It's picked off by Jake Scott at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. He threw that ball right into Scott's hands, and he's tackled by Craig Cotton, for whom the pass was intended, the tight end. Douglas ripped one in the middle, and Scott was the only man standing around the football.
Rick, you mentioned earlier that one of the complaints against Douglas was that he picks the man he's going to throw to coming out of the huddle and throws no matter what. Obviously, the tight end was covered. He threw it anyway. Jake Scott got it.
So the defense does their jobs, and the offense is right back in there now with excellent field position. A first down from the Miami 45. And Jake Scott gets his first preseason pass interception. He had 5 on the regular season last year. And, of course, those couple of biggies in the Super Bowl. Morrill, a quick out to the far side. Twilley's got it at the 50, puts his head down, and rams his way for a couple of additional yards down to the Bear 42-yard line. Craig Clemens and Charlie Ford took the brunt of Howard Twilley's head that time. Just a curl out to the far sideline, and Twilley caught it at the 50 and rambled for 7 additional yards. A first down for the Dolphins at the 42 in Bear territory. That's the first pass caught by Twilley tonight. 13 yards on the completion, and Howard got 7 of them running with the ball. Fans begin to clap it up. 3-3 is the score. Twilley splits right. Warfield to the near side. Lee and Kick are the splitbacks behind Morrill. Here's the handoff to Jim. Slides into the middle and still digging and driving and bucking his way for yardage. Puts his head down and rams his way to the 38. There was not much of a hole there. Dick Butkus closed it up along with left linebacker Doug Buffon. Third down and a yard for the Dolphins at the Bears 33. And Twilly comes out. They put in the additional tight end, Jim Mendich. 7:55 to go in the half. Score tied 3-3. Here's the handoff kick through the right side. He's got the first down. Good hole that time. Inside the 30, down to the Bears 29. Jim Osborne, the left tackle. Andy Rice, the right tackle, make the stop on the play. First down, Miami at the Bears 28-yard line, we'll call it. Dolphins, first down, a fake pitch by Morrill. The blitz on, and he's dumped for a loss. Back at the 39-yard line, Dick Butkus came sailing through there as Morrill faked the pitch to the back going to the far side and then dropped the throw, but it didn't fool Butkus. He was booming through there and dropped Earl for a loss. Back to the Bears 38-yard line is where they mark it. Charlie Lee in behind Morrill. Earl drops the throw. Second and long yardage. Wide open down the far sideline. He throws. The pass is caught, but there's a flag on the play. And we're going to get another holding call. Offensive holding on the pass protection against the Dolphins. For the Dolphins puts the ball back at the Miami 48-yard line. And instead of a 2nd and 20, it's now 2nd down and 35. Here is the handoff to Hubert Ginn. Sweep to the near side. Cuts to his right. 50 inside Bears territory. Down to the 46-yard line. Goes Hubert Ginn. Third down and 26. Ball at the Bears 46. 5:55 to go in the first half. Score tied 3-3. Morrill pumps right. Fires to the near side. It is caught, dropped, picked up, and they rule it's incomplete. Well, they're not going to punt, and Garrow is going to try another long field goal. He missed a 55-yarder last week, and now this is a 53-yard attempt. The ball will be put down with Morrill holding at the Dolphins 47. Snap, set down. The kick is up. He has the distance. It is good. So Don Shula letting Garrow Yepremian get in the long field goal attempts. I don't know whether he would do that during the regular season or not, risking getting one perhaps blocked, but Garrow got it just across the crossbar. 53 yards, and the Dolphins lead 6-3. So Garrow with 2 field goals, and the Dolphins have a 6-3 lead. Jeff White, the youngster from Texas El Paso, who was with the Kansas City Chiefs and was cut last year, trying to make the Dolphins as a backup punter and place kicker. He can do both. We'll tee it up. Here comes White forward. He gets it high, and again is not too deep. It'll be grabbed at the 8-yard line by Turner, the 10, the 15, to the 20. Big hole to the 30, still going. The 40, 45 to the 50, and dragged down at the Dolphins' 46-yard line. It'll be a third down, and we'll call it about 7 for Chicago. The ball at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go in this first half. Douglas dropping deep to throw. Shotgun formation, dumps one over the middle. It is caught by Harrison, the fullback, at the 45 to the 40, breaks the tackle, down to the 35, down to the 34, and he's got the first down. Waiting for the snap from center. Bears first down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. Now Farmer comes in tight in motion. Here's the handoff. Garrett, sweep to the near side, cuts back to his left to the 30, still driving. Inside the 30, down to about the 28-yard line goes Carl Garrett. Thus far, Douglas has put the ball up 7 times, completed 4 for 45 yards. Garrett has run 9, had 9 carries for 58 yards. In their 2-minute drill, no huddle are the Bears. 2nd down and 8, the ball at the Dolphins' 19-yard line. Farmer splits far side, Thomas to the near side. Garrett and Harrison, the running backs. Here's the option. Douglas carrying, slides across the left side, dragging tacklers with him inside the 15. Down to the 12-yard line goes Bobby Douglas. He is 6'4", weighs 225 pounds, and as we said earlier, he ran for 968 yards last year. This is the Dolphin goal line defense. 3rd down and goal from the 3. 28 seconds to go in the half. Douglas looks over the defense, waits for the snap. Here it is. He's sprinting back to his left to throw. He fires in the end zone. It is knocked away. Intended for Farmer, and Curtis Johnson made a great play over there. And so we're going to get the presumed field goal attempt as Percival comes in. 22 seconds left to go in the half. Percival in the first quarter kicked an 18-yarder. This will be a 10-yard attempt. We're waiting for the snap. Here it is, set down. The kick is up, and it is good. With 18 seconds left to go in the first half, the Bears come back and tie it up on a 10-yard field goal by Mac Percival. And it's all deadlocked, 6-6. That drive, 44 yards in 12 plays. So it's a battle of field goal kickers and punters thus far. The gun sounds. That's the end of the first half. And it's all deadlocked, 6-6. The Dolphins stopped the Bears on their first offensive sequence of this third quarter. So into the ball game to punt for the second time tonight is Bobby Joe Green from the University of Florida. The line of scrimmage, the Bears 42. Green standing back at the 28. Charlie Lee at about the 15 for Miami. Waiting for the snap. Here it is. He gets it out of there. Gets off a high kick. Lee fair catches the ball for the Dolphins at the 20-yard line. So Miami will go to work with Jim Delgazo at quarterback. Here in the second half, Morrow went the first half. Delgazo pumps, fires, and Briscoe's got it. Around the receiver at the 25, still going to the 30, down to the 35. Here's Marlon Briscoe. He was hit twice on the sidelines and just bounced off tacklers. Delgazo on the first play from scrimmage fired an out pattern to the sideline. Briscoe picks up a first down. For the Dolphins at the Miami 35. It'll be second down and 4. Dolphins ball up there 41. Briscoe splits far side, and Bo Rather, the big rookie receiver from the University of Michigan, will be the near side receiver. Delgazo, the second-year man from Tampa. Here is the handoff. Going to Jenkins, sweep to the near side, turns the corner, 40, 45 to the 50, out of bounds at the Chicago 44-yard line. Ed Jenkins, 6'2", 210, and he can fly for a big back. A second-year youngster from Holy Cross picks up the first down for Miami. Delgazo, in all of his appearances early, has looked tremendous. And that'll be a second down and about 6 yards to go for a first down. Here's the handoff to Charlie. Hole in the middle. 35 down to the 20 to the 31-yard line. Squirts Charlie Lee. He started right, bounced off the right guard, cut back into the middle, and found the opening and ran for the daylight. Tony McGee, along with Craig Clemens, make the stop. The Dolphins have really made some offensive adjustments here to start this second half. That'll bring up a third down as they mark it at the 23-yard line. And we'll call it 2. A third down and 2 for a first down for the Dolphins at the Bears 23. 7:25 left to go in the third quarter. Score tied 6-6. Delgazo has the Dolphins on a drive. And this is a big play right here with a third down and 2 situation. Delgazo ready to go to work. Up under center. On the snap, here's a handoff. Jenkins, hole 20, down to the 17, the 16-yard line. Rambles Eddie Jenkins, and this guy just might make this ball club tonight. Dick Butkus, the middle linebacker, makes the stop, but not before Jenkins, who is a slashing type runner, a big back, picks up a first down, and they mark it at the Bears 17. Second and 10, Dolphins at the Bears 17-yard line. Briscoe to the far side. Here's the handoff. Charlie Lee outside, 15, 10, down to the 5, and he's out of bounds. The ball is back at the Bears' 9.5-yard line. It'll be third and goal from that particular spot on the field. The illegal procedure penalty against the Dolphins. Delgazo drops the throw. He fires in the middle. It is overthrown off the hands of Jim Mandich, the tight end. The incompletion brings in the field goal unit of Garo Yepremian with 4 minutes and 24 seconds to play in the third quarter. And it'll be a 17-yard attempt. Snaps it down. The kick is up. It's good. That was a 71-yard drive, 13 plays, and it consumed 7 minutes and 18 seconds. A long drive. With 4:20 to go in the third period, Dolphin football action continues from the Orange Bowl with a score. The Dolphins 9, the Bears 6. With a minute and 51 seconds left to play in this third quarter, Larry Seipel will stand back at about the 8-yard line. Here's the kick. He drills a short, low kick, grabbed by him at the Bears 41, straight ahead, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, somebody better get him! And he did at the 26-yard line, a fumble, but the Bears recovered at the Dolphins 25. Ike Hill recovered his own fumble. That's the end of the third period. Dolphin football action continues from the Orange Bowl with a score, the Dolphins 9, the Bears 6. Ready to go to work in the fourth and final period. The Dolphins 9-6 lead, a little bit shaky right now, but the no-names are a proud bunch. Let's see if they can stop this drive. Third down and 6 for a first down. 11 yards for a score, 6 yards for a first down. This is a big ball game for the Bears, as it is for the Dolphins. Douglas back to throw. He rips one out to the far side. It is overthrown. Incomplete at the 5-yard line on a slant out. It was intended for Harrison, the fullback, Doug Swift, and Tim Foley. The fence on the play. Douglas got it too high. So that'll bring up a fourth down situation, and the field goal unit comes in. This will be an approximate 17-yard attempt. And the kick is up, and it is good. It is good. And that ties it up. 14 minutes, 5 seconds left to play in the ball game. And the drive for the Bears, 16 yards and 6 plays, elapsed time 3:18. Dolphin football action will continue in 1 minute. The score, the Dolphins 9, the Bears 9. Third down and 10, and so Delgado faces another third down conversion. He is 2 for 4 in that department here in the second half. 11:32 left to play, 9-9. A big play coming up for Delgado. Delgado on the snap, drops to throw, sets up, he fires in the middle. It is overthrown and intercepted. While a strong safety at the 50 and running for the far side of the field, he slips and falls down at the Bear 49. Jerry Huff now is the quarterback for the Chicago Bears. The youngster from Florida State who last week threw 3 touchdown passes against the Houston Oilers. Short of a first down by maybe a half yard, and they're going to bring in Percival's field goal unit. Douglas will hold from the 35-yard line to the west end zone, 4:19 to go. No win. Here's the snap. Somebody jumps for the Dolphins. The kick is up, and it is no good, and there could be a crucial penalty right there. Somebody jumped for the Dolphins and presumably was offside. Henry Stuckey, I believe. Another first down, another mistake for the Dolphins gives the Bears a first down at the 22-yard line. Here is Huff, the handoff. Lawson is going to throw a pass. He fires. It is intercepted at the 5, out of the 10, the 12-yard line. The Dolphins come up with the football. Charlie Babb from the safety spot was intended for Ike Hill. The tackle made by Dave Younger. Halfback option pass. Big Roger Lawson rolled to his right. He fired, and Charlie Babb intercepted at the 5. He was on the ground. No tackle. He got up and moved it out to the 12. The Bears and the Dolphins in a real Pier 6 brawl in this ball game. Huff thus far has not completed a pass in 3 attempts. Bears just trying to work this ball in field goal position, I would imagine. The ball is at the Miami 46-yard line with a 3rd down and 4 situation. Huff, hands off. The ball carrier Lawson is caught and dropped at the line of scrimmage, coming across the left side. Great defensive play by the no-names. He was actually caught behind the line of scrimmage and shook off the tackle. He runs with tremendous authority, and Doug Swift brought him down. It'll be a 4th down and 4 yards to go for a first down. And they're going to bring in Miro Roeder, the Czechoslovakian place-kicking specialist who is an expert at kicking long field goals. This will be a 53-yard attempt. Douglas will hold. We're ready to go. Snap, set down. The kick is up, blocked. Rolling loose, back in the Bears' territory, and the Dolphins get it at the Bears' 46-yard line. Nick Bonacani comes up with the football. Roeder did not get the ball up high enough. Jim Dunaway, I believe, is the man who blocked it. And Bonacani comes up with a recovery, I believe. And there's the end of the ball game. The score, the Dolphins 9, the Bears 9.